Head circles or neck circles. Just going in one direction. Looking up towards the ceiling. Right down to the floor. And change direction. Three, two, one. Let's do some arm circles. We'll come forward first. Sit, lovely. Again, 15 seconds in each direction. And let's go the other way. It's coming back, really opening out the chest as we come back. Good. And now let's bring our arms forward and back. Alternate the arm that comes on top. Again, pushing the chest forward, squeezing the back muscles as we bring our arms back. And let's change this to snow angel. So looking up and then looking down. Looking up and down. 3, 2, 1. So the next one, we're going to lean forward. We're going to do a back row and then a fly. So bringing our arms out straight. So it's row, then arms straight. Again, squeezing the back muscles as we come back. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Squat and reach. So squatting down onto our tiptoes, reaching up to the sky. Squat, reach up. So we could do a good 30 seconds worth of these. Excellent. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Standing one side of our mat. Walk out. Bringing our hands to the floor. Walking forwards. And then walking back. So getting down into that high plank position. Walking forwards. Walking back. So do these a little bit longer, maybe 45 seconds worth. So we can get some reps in. Good work, keep going. We'll do a couple more reps. Make the next one your last one. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to walk out into the high plank position. Just get those hands to the floor. Walking out. And we're going to do the greatest stretch in the world. So you're going to plant your right foot to the outside of your right hand, as close to as you can, and then rotate. And then we're going to keep changing from each side. Rotating, get those fingertips point to the ceiling. In that stretch as you open out, as you unfold. Good. Another 20 seconds worth of these. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the next one, pigeon stretch. So you're going to bring your knee, your right knee to the just behind your right hand. You're going to lean forward into that stretch. If you want to put your forearms on the floor, hold shift feelers in the glutes. If you want to feel the stretch more, you can slide your straight leg a bit further behind you. And let's switch sides. So This time, your left knee to the back of your left hand. Lean into the stretch. Forearms to the floor. And hold. Deep breaths as we hold each stretch. 3, 2, 1. Okay, into that plank position, high plank position again. But this time you're going to bring your right foot in the middle of your hands. And you're going to drop that back knee down to the floor as you lift yourself up into a low lunge position. And the focus on this one is to push those hips forward. Really stretch. You'll be stretching your quads here, stretching those hips. Stretching the left hand side at the moment. Just hold it in place. If you want to feel the stretch more, you can start to tilt yourself forwards. Good. Let's put our hands back on the floor and let's switch sides. So now your left foot comes into the middle of your hands, drop the back knee, tilt yourself up, and again push those hips forward. If you want to feel the stretch more, tilt your body forward into it. Keep pushing those hips forward as you do it. Feel that stretch in your right hand side. Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's place our hands on the floor. Keep that leg back. High plank position. We're going to go upside down V. Downward facing dog. Now, if you need to walk your hands a little bit more to get yourself a bit more folded into position, do so. Try and plant your heels on the floor. You need to have slight bended knees like me. Make sure you're pushing that floor away. Okay, back into plank position. Walk yourself back up onto your feet. And we're going to start some leg stretches. So it's not going to flow as such. We're just going to go from one leg stretch to the other. So the first one is focusing on the hamstrings. So common stretch. What you're going to do, you're going to step back with your left foot. You're going to bend your left knee, keeping your right leg straight. You can place your hands on your right thigh. So keep your feet on the floor, both feet on the floor. Because we will be changing this stretch slightly in a few exercises time to stretch a different muscle. Just focusing on stretching hamstrings here. And change side. Okay, so stepping your right foot back, bending your right knee, keeping your left leg straight, feeling that stretch running down the back of the straight leg. It's a stretch that you will be doing quite a lot in your sessions. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so simple standing quad stretch. You might want to hold your hand out to the side to keep balance. Bring your knees together. Push your hips forward. So you can hold it. If you need to hold on to something just to keep your balance, do so. Switch sides in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So switch sides. And hips forward. Really feel that stretch in the quads. Keeping these leg stretches real simple to begin with. 3, 2, 1. Okay, going back to the hamstrings. So you want feet about hip width apart. Keep your legs straight. This is called the 90-degree stretch. Shoulders back and down. Push your hips back as we lean forward. Not rounding the back. Just getting to that point where you can really feel the stretch going down the back of the legs. Three, two, one. Good. So the next one's for the inner thighs. So you want your feet wide apart, and I want you to turn your feet towards each other. So your feet facing slightly inwards, keeping your legs straight. I want you to go down and try and reach for the floor. Just go to that point where you can feel the stretch. If you feel yourself starting to round that back, just come up a little bit more. Just hold it there a little bit longer. Hopefully you can feel it in those inner legs. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so going back to a stretch that we just did a moment ago. So it's that standing hamstring stretch. So stepping your left foot back. Okay, bending the knee, keeping your right leg straight. But this time I want you to roll your feet up. So your toes are trying to point towards you. Turning now into a calf stretch. Hamstrings are being stretched as well. Just hold that stretch. Focus on feeling it in your lower legs. And switch sides. So this time, it's your right foot that steps back. You bend. Your left leg stays straight. Now, you bring your toes towards you, pointing towards you. Now, if you're really flexible and you can reach for your toes, and assist them a bit more, do so. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Side lunge. So this is a real basic one. Feet wide apart, feet facing outwards, and just going to one side and holding it there. Feeling that stretch again in the inner legs. And change sides. Again, focusing on stretching the straight leg, the inner leg muscles. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay. The next one I've not been looking forward to because it's a bit about balance. So you're going to go down onto all fours, hands underneath the shoulders. What I want you to do is to reach your right hand to your knees and keep sliding it down your leg so that you can grab it into this position. And then you're going to try and put your weight here. So you can turn, so you're stretching the quad muscles. So you want that knee to stick right back, your hips forward. Keep that balance. Doing a lot better than I did earlier when I'm practicing this one. It's all over the place. 3, 2, 1. Now, this time, your left arm, your left hand to your knee, slide it back to grab your ankle, then rotate. You might be better on one side than the other. Stretching those quads. Really pushing on this one. If you find it uncomfortable, do a side lying quad stretch instead. 3, 2, 1. Just about held that one. So the next one is a seated hamstring strap stretch. Okay, so don't worry if you haven't got a strap. It's not too important. If you do, loop it around your feet, both feet. Keep those legs straight with your sort of back of your legs on the floor at all times. Shoulders back and down. Okay, and keeping without rounding the shoulders. What I want you to do is to lean forwards. Lean forwards without rounding shoulders. Pull that strap as well. Use that strap to guide you a little bit further. Hold it for another 15 seconds. Can you pull that stretch a little bit more? Do so. Three, two, one. Okay, so next one. So we're going to do a wide-legged, seated stretch to the inner thighs. So legs wide apart, really stretched, both legs straight. And what you're going to do, you can have your hands in front of you, and you're going to stretch forwards. Get to that point where you can feel it in your inner legs. Again, if you can, try and avoid rounding the shoulders. I know it's quite hard to on this one. Try and keep that, the shoulders back, sort of lean at the sort of waist. Hold for another 15 seconds. And if you can push the stretch a little bit more, take a deep breath. And as you blow out, try and push it a bit more. 3, 2, 1. Okay, moving back to the quads. So we're going to kneel. Okay, you want your feet facing the walls behind you untucked. And you're going to go and kneel on your heels. You're going to place your hands on the floor. And you're going to lift those hips forward. Another way of stretching those quad muscles. Hold for another 15. There's a way of progressing this one. You can go down onto your forearms. No chance. You stretch them a little bit more. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Next one's a bit simpler. Lying on our back. A single leg knee tuck. So bring your right knee in, pull it towards your chest, and now focus on your left leg being dead straight on the floor. Don't want to see any bend at all. Dead straight on the floor. And switch sides. Again, left knee, tuck it in, knee to chest, your right leg dead straight on the floor. So you can get the back of your knee touching the floor with this one. Three, 2, 1. Sit up slowly. If you can grab your strap, doesn't matter if you haven't got a strap. It just helps assist your hamstring stretch. So hamstring stretch, loop it around your foot. Get that leg straight. And then put it back to the point of discomfort if you can. If it feels better, bend your other knee with your feet on the foot on the floor. You can hold this stretch for a little bit longer than the others. Hold it for around a minute on each side. So in 20-second intervals, if you wanted to take a deep breath, and then as you blow out, push that stretch a little bit more, you can do. Otherwise, just hold it there. Hold it nice and straight. And we're going to change sides in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's change sides. And if a strap handy, use it. If not, just use your hands to assist that stretch. Good. And we're stretching, so deep breaths, controlled breathing. Hold it for another 20 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. Release that stretch slowly. Lying on our fronts or on our sides, we're going to do lying quad stretch. Okay, so lying quad stretch, or you do it on the sides. Again, dig your hips into the ground. We'll hold each side for 30 seconds. Nearly done with the leg stretches. Switching sides in 3, 2, 1. Switch side. Halfway. Three, two, one. Whilst we're lying on our fronts, put our hands by our shoulders, keep your feet untucked, push yourself into a Cobra Stretch, gazing up towards the ceiling, stretching those abs. Roll back into child pose, sitting on your heels, head to the floor, stretching those arms forward. Bringing ourselves up to center on all fours. Cat-cow stretch. Okay, so we're going to go between the two, 5 seconds on each. So the cat stretch, draw your belly button up, round the shoulders, keep your arms straight, dropping the head. 3, 2, 1, and then cow stretch, raising the head, dropping that belly button down. Keep those arms straight. 3, 2, 1, and change. 3, 2, 1, change. 3, 2, 1, change. 3, 2, 1, and change one more time. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so from that tabletop position on all fours, what I want you to do is to bring your right foot in between your hands. Okay, just bring your right foot in between your hands. And then I want you to roll back. And as you do that, I want you to roll your leg onto the ball of your foot, getting that leg straight. And then I want you to try and lift the toes towards you to feel the stretch in your calf muscles. Now, if you want to assist this, you can do. You can grab your toes and hold. Really good one, this one. Got tight calf muscles. Lovely, and release that one. Okay, flip that leg back, that knee back onto the floor. Now bring your left foot in between your hands. Roll back, straightening out the legs, lifting your toes towards you. Again, grab them, pull them towards you a bit more. Hold for another 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so back into that tabletop position. Lift yourself into a plank. And again, we're going to go into downward dog. Maybe your calves can reach the floor a little bit more. Your legs can be a little bit straighter if they can. And then back into that plank position. And again, slowly walk your hands so that you're standing again. Okay, so the next one's one we haven't done before. It's called the Cossack Stretch. Keep them wide apart. And what you're going to do, you're going to go down. You can try and sit on the heel of your feet as your foot turns and your legs stay straight. It's like a side lunge, but you're getting much lower. Just hold that stretch. And let's come up, use your hands to push yourself up, and then go to the other side. Keep that leg straight. Try and sit on your right heel this time. Stretching those inner legs again. Hold for another 10 seconds. And let's go back up. Okay, calf stretch. And this time your feet both facing forward, back leg straight, foot flat on the floor, heel on the floor, really important. Bend that front knee. Let's change. Three, two, one. Okay, got a couple more stretches. There's a stretch the back and sides. It's a line on your mat this time. This one's quite a nice one. So what you're going to do, you're going to lift your knees up 90 degrees, keeping your shoulders on the floor. You're just going to rotate to one side. Try and drop those knees to the floor. So lying spinal twist. Lift center and go past center. Twist on the other side. Again, try and bring those knees onto the floor if you can. Don't worry if you can't. Three, two, one. Go back to center. Grab your knees. Tilt them in. Big hug. Another 10 seconds. Three, two, one. If we slowly rise to our feet, just do a couple upper body stretches. We're going to bring our arms behind our backs. Straight arms. Lift them up. Chest forward. We'll just do one more stretch. You're just going to stretch the neck, so holding onto the side of our head. Just give it a little pull one side. And change. And relax, everyone. Superb stuff.